Welcome back to the Retro Sports Gamer channel. I'm going to play some NFL Fever 2002 tonight. This is the first version of NFL Fever for the Microsoft Xbox, and it is only for the Xbox. It is an exclusive game to the Xbox. I did try playing this earlier, but only got about halfway through the game, so now I'm back to get through a full one. We're going to go with a scrambling QB matchup between the Steelers and the Falcons. I'm going to go Falcons. This is Michael Vick's rookie year in 2001. Of course, it's a 2002 game. They always had it a year before for marketing purposes. But here we are. We're going live in this game, Falcons-Steelers. And as you can see, they're pretty evenly matched. Falcons, 80 overall. Steelers, 80 overall. We're going to play on veteran, 5 minutes. Sounds good to me. How's it going, Deontay Jenkins? Here we got the Duke controller. I'm going to move that to the left. I think I would rather have NFL Fever all day. All day with that.
We're glad you're here for today's game between the Steelers.
We got Dick Stockton as the announcer, popular Fox announcer. And he's still doing it. Adds a good feel to the game. I like when they include guys who actually do television broadcasts. Who's Brian got winning NCAA tournament this year? That's a good question. I don't know. We'll have a show on that Monday before March Madness.
Thanks, Ron. The referee is at midfield with the captains for the coin toss.
So this game looks pretty good for its first installment. I think just like Madden on the PS2 and 2K on the Dreamcast, you could tell that these games had some polish to them. And I think NFL Fever is in that category of having some polish. Now, one thing about this game is the controls are a little different from, what you typically expect. And here we go, kicking one deep.
This game is underway.
Like the dive button is B compared to usually X. No big deal, really. But, also running with the quarterbacks hitting in the right stick. So a few things. So I'm streaming this using Restream now because YouTube's changed up some things. Stewart is running right off the bat. Tackling feels good. YouTube is making it a little bit more cumbersome.
And it's short, second and inches.
To stream on their service. You gotta get in there and you got to get in there and hit stream on their service, so it gives you a little extra step.
And it's short, third and inches.
For their sake, I hope the offense doesn't overthink the play call here. They need to keep it simple and just move the chains.
Third and inches. Overlays look good. The bus powering through.
Here's the offense for the Steelers.
Cordell Stewart, Jerome Bettis. Plexico, Burris, Hines Ward. This is a good, solid Steelers team. As you know, though, they went away from having
First down, Pittsburgh.
Cordell is the featured guy. But for a while, Bill Cowher liked those guys that could do a little bit of everything.
Man in motion. Stewart will throw. Bruner picked up 3 yards. Here's a look at the defensive starters.
There we go. Defensive starters. Keith Brooking there in the middle. Ray Buchanan, another good corner. Patrick Kearney. Those are some of the best players. Smith on the other end.
Down, Steelers.
Second and 7.
So this view's a little bit more zoomed in than you typically see in football games, but missed the tackle.
That was a beautiful run by the halfback. He picked up 13 yards.
He's just like he shot out of a cannon on that one. Right through, hole opened up. I had a chance to hit him, but it's not the easiest thing hitting the bus.
Steelers.
First and 10.
Man in motion.
Boom. There we go.
Going there. That play lost
That felt
2
good.
yards.
Man, that was horrible effort by the offense.
Brooking is credited with the tackle. Second and 13 for the Steelers.
You'll see in this game if I decide to throw downfield,
Split backs.
you can be pretty successful throwing some balls down the field.
Pettis with the ball.
Oh, he tripped.
He made a nice run. He picked up 7 yards.
So I got the restream chat up.
Offense has to be thinking about throwing the
Seems to
football,
be working
but the
all right.
defense expects this. That gives the defense the
Basically,
upper
what restream does is allow you to stream on multiple places at once. Twitch and YouTube are usually the two you want to be on.
He drops back to pass. Incomplete.
Incomplete pass.
Fourth down.
I don't know what they're going to do.
The Steelers have their punting
Guess they're
unit on the
punting.
field.
I got no one back there, but I'm not too concerned. Almost blocked it. Oh, wow.
That punt covered 30 yards.
If that's not a coffin corner, I don't know what is. Right there.
Be cautious on this drive, starting up deep in
Starting
their
at the
own
1.
territory.
I'll just try to get out of trouble.
Anderson has the ball.
Big 10-yard gain.
That's close enough to bring out the chain.
Oh, I guess 9
And it's short. 2nd and inches.
9.5-ish. So one of the things in the plays, it doesn't show you what button to hit for certain receivers. So hitting the white button will bring that up for you. There's Crumpler.
Crumpler catches the ball. First down, Falcons.
First and 10.
I mean, seriously, though, the game feels great. Very responsive controls. Graphically, I would say it's right there with the NFL 2K series. Madden, I would still put number 1 for graphics. And I think there's more details in this one as far as the textures, but the player models don't look as good as Madden. Found a little bit of space. Spin didn't do anything.
He picked up 5 yards. We played 1 quarter and nothing's been resolved. We're still
0-0.
Third down, Falcons.
Looks like I'm going to have to take a shot down the field. Need 14 yards. Don't know if I can do it scrambling.
He's looking to throw.
Throw deep to Jefferson. And it's not
Knocked
there.
away by a defender. Fourth
So it looks like I'm just going to be
Falcons.
punting this one away.
It's fourth down.
The offense is set to punt the ball away.
I don't know how alerts are going to be.
Kick is away.
Did they get a piece of that?
Calls for a fair catch.
I must have. Not a good punt. Alerts are going to be using Restream.
It's first down at the 39.
First and 10.
Sometimes YouTube doesn't like to alert if you do multiple streams. So I just got to test it out. See how that goes.
Pettis is the runner.
Too much
They are
space
going
for
to measure
Jerome.
For the first down.
The
First
bus
down, Pittsburgh.
plowing through. This time I'm going to bring a blitz.
Slot formation.
Keith Brooking.
Man in motion. The clock's been stopped.
False start.
There's a penalty.
Steelers.
First down, Pittsburgh.
First and 15.
The Steelers line up in the I formation. Pettis has the ball.
Jerome.
The Falcons defensive line was
He's tough to
crushed on
stop.
that play. He picked up 10
Definitely
yards.
tough to stop.
Man, that was sweet.
Second down, Steelers.
Second and 5.
Two back set for Pittsburgh.
Blocking sets up nice. Oh, no. That's a touchdown.
Pettis took it in for a score.
Jerome Bettis is in.
For 22 yards.
Bettis is one tough back.
First rushing touchdown of the day for Pettis. That scoring drive covered 38 yards. The offense lines up to kick the extra point.
Not too worried about scoring. Started on my own one last time. Got out of it, but took a huge sack. Sacks, as you know, they can ruin a drive for you, especially you take a 10-yard
Atlanta
sack.
gets back deep to receive the kick. The kickoff is in the air.
Here we go, Jervy.
Jervy has the ball and starts upfield. That return was worth 23 yards.
A lot of people
Later on in 2004, they changed the controls a bit.
Team got the upper hand on that play.
The drive begins at the 23.
I think that might have been one of the early complaints of this game.
Christian.
But overall, I think they're very usable.
Second down, Falcons.
Second and 7.
Just kind of flick that one.
Incomplete.
Glad it wasn't picked off.
Third down, Falcons.
Now, see, this is the kind of situation where your offensive coordinator earns his money. Everybody in the stadium knows that this guy is going to pass.
They all know it in the stadium.
Vick is going to pass. He keeps the ball.
That's close.
And that's close enough to bring out the chains. And it's short.
Oh.
Fourth and inches.
Wow.
Fourth and inches.
I don't know about that. All right, let's just plow it up the middle.
They will go for it on fourth down. Christian is looking for room. A big stand.
Oh
by
my
Pittsburgh.
God,
They
I didn't
turn
get
back
that.
a fourth down conversion attempt by the Falcons.
The defense just out-hustled the offense on that play.
First
Wow.
down, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh lines
All right,
up
got
in
my
the
work cut out
formation.
for me now.
Man in motion. Stewart drops. The pass was caught by Bettis. It was a gain of 6 yards. Second down, Steelers.
You don't want to get tackled close to the line because it's not going to go your way. You pretty much get stopped in your tracks. Just like that.
Didn't fool anyone that time. No gain on that play.
Oh, man, that was a nice play.
Tackled by Brooking. Third down, Steelers.
I mean, if you're searching for other football games, you're not a Madden fan,
Stewart will pass.
this is a good series to explore.
An incomplete pass.
Man, it's hard to go back to the huddle after you drop a pass.
Fourth down, Steelers.
Looks like this is going to at least get them a field goal attempt.
Steelers will try to put 3 points on the board.
And you know the computer's not going to miss this.
The kick's away.
Right through,
And the kick is good.
of course.
I know they wanted a touchdown there, but hey, 3 is 3.
That scoring drive covered 6 yards. The kickoff is in the air. Jervy looks for running room.
Got some blocks. The guys come blindside, knock me right down.
First down, Atlanta.
First and 10.
All right, got to play this smart. Got to score a touchdown here.
He drops back to pass.
Hit that A button, get that turbo. Probably could add more yards if I didn't go out of bounds.
That was a fine run.
The guys made that play look easy.
First down,
I
Falcons.
think I'm going to get this run game going.
Anderson runs it.
Nice cutback, just a joystick cutback. Don't have to hit LR or anything like that.
Fine effort there.
The officials have stepped in to give the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left in the first half. First down, Falcons.
I think shotgun's been what's getting me in trouble the most. So I'm going to do away with that and keep running the ball. Not much there.
Was bottled up at the line. No gain.
Dick, I really like that play.
Tackled by Bell. Second down, Falcons. He's going to throw it. Incomplete.
Not there. Just kind of threw it away. I had running room. I should have ran.
Falcons.
I think the defense has got to like its chances of holding the offense on this third down. They just need to make sure
Hasn't
that
been
they
the
don't let
sharpest
receiver get open behind
play
the
so
safety.
far in this first half.
Vick keeps the ball.
All the spin work there. Oh, that's a Michael Vick run.
Terrific play by the quarterback. That run was worth 43 yards.
He's got the speed to do it.
A great play.
First rushing
Boom.
touchdown
He's not
of
blazing
the day
fast
for
in this
Vick.
one, but yeah, he's like 85 speed.
That scoring drive covered 68 yards.
68 yards of running. That'll get me back in this one. Left a lot of time for them. They have all their timeouts.
Point after touchdown. The kick is on its way. And it's good. Atlanta is
I wonder
ready
what
to kick it deep.
People who play, that grew up on like PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, think of the graphics of a game like this. Like, to me,
Edwards starts
this
upfield.
looks good enough, like
Kickoff
incredible.
return covered 25 yards.
Is this game better than the current Madden?
The drive begins
I played the
at
current
39.
Madden, and I had fun with it. I would say it's close. I mean, obviously the current Madden looks better.
They're going to throw.
Oof, right there.
Catches the
But yeah,
ball.
this game's worth a play for sure.
To the receiver. He wound up with a gain of 11 yards.
I love the move he made to haul that one in. Nice.
I
play.
think Madden gets a lot of hate these days too, just because it's the only option,
A single
and they
running
really
back
push
on
the
this play.
ultimate team, and some people aren't about that.
Stewart looks for a receiver.
And they're just successful on everything.
Of 12 yards.
Really need to try to hold them to a field goal here.
It's first and 10.
First and 10.
How's it going, Antonio? Thanks for coming back in. Sorry I couldn't finish that stream earlier, but it was just the situation that called.
It was a gain of 5 yards.
It's pretty good graphics right there, the replay, and considering this is the first shot at Fever on the Xbox, I mean, it's really good. They did have NFL Fever 2000 on the PC, which I did have that game. I'd play it with the Microsoft Sidewinder controller.
He drops back to pass.
I just can't quite get to the quarterback. That's part of the problem. Let's try 3-4, blitzing a couple guys. He's having too long to throw. Yeah, Clarence. He's open. That's going to be a touchdown. Hard to play defense. I could tell easily that was going to be a touchdown.
That's his first touchdown catch of the day.
Yeah, once football games had the graphics going with the Dreamcast, and there was so much variety, there was a lot of good ones to play. And this is one of them. Even game day wasn't that bad. YouTube is tripping. How's it going, Metalface? Yeah, I'm not sure what's, you know, YouTube, they're always changing things. Sometimes some glitches happen. So far my defense been less than impressive. How's it going, OSU? OSU's laughing at NFL Fever.
He brought the kickoff back 24 yards.
Solid coverage by the kick team.
First down.
All right, it's time to throw some bombs.
First and 10.
And now the current Maddens, it like what tells you what buttons to hit on certain impact plays. Come on, Jefferson, you got this.
Second down, Falcons.
It's second down.
All verts. Can't go wrong with the all verticals.
He's looking to throw.
Oh my God, X was wide open. I hit the wrong button. Doesn't matter.
Pulls it in.
This one's gonna be 6.
I don't know what kind of defense they were playing there.
Touchdown, Falcons. Vick threw it. Jefferson caught it, and the play went for 77 yards.
Okay, I'll take it.
After that touchdown pass,
Those NFL Fever replays. This game has a ton of polish. I mean, that's one thing I could say for sure. NFL Blitz the League 3. Is that the last one on PS3?
The offense lines up to kick the extra point.
I think NFL Fever's okay,
And the kick is
but
good.
not that great as some of the diehard sports games say. But for some reason, I just felt like laughing that you're playing the game. Oh, it's Dick Stockton. The commentary.
Pittsburgh
good
is
stuff.
waiting for the kickoff. There's
It's
the kick.
2. Okay. I see.
Edwards starts upfield.
Oh, blasted. So this is so far a pretty good scoring game.
First down, Steelers.
And I think in this era, as far as exclusives, it's pretty easy to see that Xbox probably had the best sports games. If the Dreamcast would have lasted, it would have had the best. But they ended up having to publish theirs on the other 3 consoles.
He drops back to pass.
Yeah, we don't need a touchdown. We don't need that. Blitz the League was honestly one of the other games I was thinking about playing tonight.
We burn through the first
But
half
there's
of this
a lot I want to
game.
look
Our
at
score, 17-14.
and a lot I want to say about it. So I just didn't want to throw it in there and get to it just yet. But there you go. A lot of offense so far. I get the ball at halftime.
Pittsburgh will put the ball in play.
Is 2004 the best of the series? That's yet to be determined by me. They tried to do something different with the controls, which make it more difficult to play. You could turn it off. I don't know. I think this one, and it might look very similar, but for some reason I think this one looks better. I don't know. Maybe they changed the models or they look more cartoony. Maybe it's just me not remembering, but that's what I'm seeing at least. Oh, come on. Send that tight end out on a route. He just gets blasted.
I don't blame him for being hot after that sack.
Second down, Falcons.
Let's go to all vert again. That was pretty easy. Let's see if it works. Why not?
He drops back to pass.
What?
A defender has intercepted that pass. That interception
Wow.
was by Scott.
Interceptions can become a time.
That was quite the interception.
Too many of them,
Catches it off the
you'll spend
tip.
more time on the bench.
The stop was by McClure. First pick in this game for Scott.
Now that's how you help your team.
First
But
down,
yeah, if you want
Pittsburgh.
variety of 3D football games, you got to go back in the past and play some of these classics. And the cool thing about them is they have the NFL license with all the players you remember.
Bettis picked up 13 yards. That was a fine
That's
run.
the same price I bought it for,
Roll you up
$3.
if you're not careful.
PS2 had the best exclusives.
First and 10.
Oh, NBA Street was on there first. I kind of remember that. But then they ended up on GameCube and Xbox anyways. But yeah, this game, I mean, for $3, it's really good for that price. The bus is just running all over me.
Falcons defensive line was crushed
Defense
on
is
that play.
tough
He
to
picked
play.
up 15 yards.
Look at him strut.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's much rivalry going on anymore. Yeah, Nintendo just doesn't care that much about sports games anymore. Microsoft seems like they just want to become a PC tower.
With the ball.
And it looks like PlayStation 5 is going to be your go-to console, but
Second and goal. Still a lot of time
the
left
competition in the
third
major sports leagues, I just don't think it's going to be there. Which one should you buy? I don't think you could go wrong with any of them.
quarter. Touchdown. Second
Usually
touchdown in this game for
the latest one is the best, but if you like what you're seeing here, the gameplay is good.
that scoring drive covered 36
I do
yards.
think it's tough to play defense.
The kicker has come on for the extra point attempt. It's in the
There's
air.
no Xbox NBA 1, NBA Street 1. Oh, didn't know that. I just assumed it was on there.
To kick it deep.
That's interesting that they didn't get it, but
Brown gets his foot into the ball.
yep, Sony had a great relationship
Ball
with
looks for
EA.
running room. That's a touchback.
That boy
Got some work to do on this drive.
The drive begins at the 20.
First and 10.
Well, I do have one touchdown running with Vic, so I don't want to eliminate that from the possibility.
Vic looks for a receiver. The quarterback keeps the ball.
Gained some
That
yards.
was a short gain by the quarterback. The ball carrier was brought down by
I guess we're going hurry up. We must have hit a button.
There's a flag
Oh,
on the
no.
play. The quarterback keeps the ball.
It's probably holding.
Holding against the offense.
Unreal.
2nd and 17 for Atlanta.
2nd and 17.
Not what we needed on that play. You hear the players talking.
Vick drops.
All right, block.
Keeps the ball.
Spin didn't work there, but first down.
Picked up 22 yards.
Looks like we'll be able to get Vick 100 yards rushing.
First down, Falcons.
1st and 10.
I don't know what would you rank the NFL games of this era on Xbox, GameCube, Dreamcast? Like what would your top 3 be?
The quarterback drops back to pass.
It's open again. He didn't drop it that time.
Great pass play for the Falcons. And that results in a gain of 30 yards.
Man, what a play. What a great play by the offense.
First down, Atlanta.
With the Xbox, in the football games, it's not
It's a pass.
always about they brought a blitz from outside. Reading the field, it's about hitting the right
They
button.
got after it on that play. They weren't going to stop until they got to the quarterback.
2nd down, Falcons.
Yeah, so the NASCAR exclusives, I don't know anything about. So,
Vick is sacked. He lost 5 yards.
The defense schemed
when they got a blitzer coming in, they come pretty fast.
Falcons.
You see Vic's got dirt on his jersey. I like that. I don't know if the other games were doing that. Martin's go-to now. And he catches it.
What a nice play for the Falcons.
Tony
The
Martin.
touchdown pass was caught by Martin.
I like the way he adjusted to
Definitely
the ball and made
needed
the
that.
catch. Nice effort.
That scoring drive covered 80 yards. It looks like the offense will kick the extra point.
He almost blocked it.
The attempt is on its way.
Dreamcast 10 out of 10. There's not that big of a gap. 6 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Atlanta is ready to kick it deep.
You know, EA Sports had me on
There's the kick.
the brand of EA Sports on a lot of games. Going back to play some of these, I can easily admit EA did not have the best sports game simulation game in all these sports in this era.
Defense can't like the way that kick turned out. They've got to defend a short
They
field
get
now.
dirt on their jerseys starting in which Madden on PS2 this era.
A great place to start a drive. It's first down at the 45.
1st and 10.
I don't really remember that, but if you're saying it's true, I don't have a reason to doubt you.
Stewart.
Oh,
downfield.
got that user pick.
It's intercepted. That interception was by Brookie.
I hit Y and then X
Offense every single time.
came
These guys
through,
are being
needed that.
way too generous.
First pick in this game for Brookie.
Now that's how you help your team.
First down, Falcons.
I think I could give Jamal Anderson some carries. 2001 they started doing that? I don't think there's an NBA courtside 2004 on the Xbox. The last courtside was 2002.
Anderson had nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. No gain.
Oh, baby.
Simmons is credited with the tackle. Second down, Falcons.
Come on, outrun these guys. Oh no, I screwed myself.
It's a sack. And that That's a loss of 10 yards. The third quarter is over. Third down.
I was hoping the defender would go with one of the receivers, but that didn't happen.
5 receivers on the field.
3rd and 22. Looks like I'm going to have to throw some bombage. Whip it over to Mathis.
A defender has snared that pass.
Oh, get the tackle. Oh, he's got blockers.
The interception
That was bad.
32 yards.
Kind of threw it blind. I knew he was going deep.
Unfortunately, he's making bad things happen.
First pick in this game for Washington.
Now that's how you help your team.
It's first down. They'll snap it at the 49.
Don't want to see the bus get going again.
Dime formation for the defense. There are 6 DBs in the game.
I mean, in this era, it's when I could say, like, the graphics are completely acceptable. Oh, come on.
The Falcons
Shoestring
offered
tackle.
little resistance. That was a big gain for Pittsburgh.
Bettis has
Oh,
great
best
balance.
Xbox exclusive is Inside Drive.
First down, Steelers.
I haven't played a ton of Rivals. I have one of them, NHL Rivals. I'd be interested to know what the hockey guys think about that game in comparison to, like, the NHL 2K series
With the ball.
or what EA had.
And there's a flag on the play.
Holding against
Oh,
the
I'm
offense.
accepting.
And this
I want to
crowd
try to
is
get them
letting
out of
the
field goal
referee know
range.
They didn't appreciate that call.
First down, Steelers.
Well, the thing about these older games is they had competition. They were trying to be just really good games
From the I
and
formation.
offer features. The focus of today's console games are not the same. I mean, they got,
He made a nice run. He picked up
you know,
8
they're
yards.
going for microtransactions
Second
is
down,
one of the
Steelers.
things. Heavy online play focus, which is cool. I like playing online. Metalface like in the commentary. See if I can get him to throw in the middle of the field again.
He's looking
Nope,
to
that's a
throw.
touchdown.
That's a catch. Outstanding pass play for the
One
Steelers.
thing is, I don't think these Falcons corners are very good besides Buchanan.
Number 86 will lull you to sleep and then beat you for the big one.
First down, Pittsburgh.
But, man,
The clock's been
that
stopped
helps.
because there's a penalty.
False start against the offense.
Yeah, they didn't
First down.
have the extensive online services for the microtransactions just yet. But they never increased the price of the games, even though,
Going to throw it.
you know, things have inflated in price. So that's kind of how they've done it.
A touchdown pass.
Nice work down there.
There's a touchdown.
That scoring drive covered 48 yards.
That one pick was a big opportunity for me, and I squandered it.
The offense lines up to kick the extra point. The kick is up. And it's
Oh yeah, it's got some detail put into it. I wasn't expecting the mud on the jersey.
Atlanta is back deep to receive the
But
kick.
yeah, they were definitely fighting for their piece of the market.
Brown
And
kicks the
back
ball.
then the standard was, well, we got to have our flagship sports games.
That return was worth 21
It's just the
yards.
cost of these games are just so much now that they
The
don't
drive begins at the 26.
they just don't have the money to compete with each other and have a game do poorly.
Receivers.
I think that's why you don't see NBA. Oh, come on.
Down he goes. He lost 8 yards.
Protection completely broke down.
It surely did. I didn't have a second to throw.
Gets to the quarterback for the second time today.
Obviously, the offense.
I have taken a ton of sacks.
Just over 3 minutes left in this game.
Got
Second
receivers
and
dropping
19 for the
balls.
Falcons. The ball hit him in the
There's no excuse for
Vic
throwing
looks
that.
like he's beat up a little bit.
Third down, Falcons.
Gotta go all verts. Threw that off my back leg. Surprised they didn't pick that.
Fourth down.
Now I'm in a situation where I have to go for it.
No playing it safe here. They will go for it on fourth down.
Yeah, that's true. They put way more effort into the online features of games.
The ball's been intercepted.
Uh,
That interception
that
was
was-
by foul.
I'm not going to say it's over just yet, but I need a turnover fast.
Better throws and smarter decisions.
First pick in this game for Flowers.
Now that's how you help your team.
First down.
It's almost like they make the games specifically to play online, which playing online is great.
Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. No
Don't
gain.
get me wrong,
Defense put a
but
freeze on that play.
you know, you want a well-balanced game
Carter made the tackle.
playing as a solo player or online. Cool T. Joe's getting back into the retro consoles. That's good to see.
There was no gain on that completed pass. The stop was by Buchanan.
Yeah, there's too many good games and they're so cheap right now.
Third down.
Like this game is $3. Like, are you kidding me? Yeah, Metal Face, I do think it's over too.
That's the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left.
It's not as easy to run it with the quarterback in this game. If they're bringing the blitz, it's coming fast.
He makes the catch.
I don't think the clicking in the joysticks makes it easier either.
16 yards.
Now that was a sweet pass play. I didn't think they were going to be able to get enough for the first down, but they did.
First down, Steelers. They're going to take their time before snapping the ball.
Yeah, this Falcons team,
The defense has
obviously they got the first pick. They weren't very good.
personnel. They're thinking pass all the way.
And they're milking the clock on me.
Stewart will throw.
OSU's ranting a little bit about how people buy the same games over and over, year after year.
Second down.
Yeah, I got off of that habit in like 2006.
Second and 6.
The offense is going to
On
consume as
PlayStation
much
3,
time as possible.
man, I barely had any of the simulation sports games. PS4, I started to get some of them again to play with some friends online. I don't think I'm going to prolong this game. I do have my timeout still, but 10 points.
Stewart looks downfield. Burris caught the pass. The play covered 4 yards. That was Bradford.
There was Slash.
At the 31.
And when he first was playing, he was playing more receiver than quarterback, and then finally they just made the switch.
But if they don't make it, they have to understand the defense is going to get a huge surge of confidence.
Yeah, whatever you do, if you vote with your dollar,
Great play by the
and
Steelers.
Sweet.
That will do it.
that kind of drives
Final score,
what decisions are made by
31 to
people
21.
to make
Pittsburgh.
games and all sorts of things.
Rod and I have picked a player of the game, and we're giving our Wilson game ball to
Wilson
Flowers.
game ball.
Let's take a look
Wait.
at the Taco Bell highlight reel, spotlighting key plays.
Broke
from
that
this
tackle.
game.
They got some sponsors in this one. Check out this run. This was my highlight of the game. Spin move. Yeah, this series I'd have to say is at least third in this era under 2K
That's going to
and
do
Madden.
all for this game. So for Ron and myself, so long until you
The
play
AI
NFL
is smarter than the
again.
current Madden. I just had a bad second half. Didn't go so well. Well, I don't know. Do you guys want to see another game of this? I mean, there's no reason to. There's such a great backlog of games. I mean, if you're going to go for a good football experience, just get All Pro Football 2K8 and customize the crap out of it. Yeah, older Maddens have better ball physics. Play another game. All right, so you guys pick the teams. What team do you want me to use first? And what team should I play against? I'm going to try not to end on a loss. There is music in this game. I've shut it off. I don't think there's a ton of soundtracks. Pick the Lions. All right. Browns Lions. I mean, that would probably be a fair match. What kind of order are these in? All right, there we go. Wow, the Browns are terrible. Lions aren't even that bad in comparison. So let's go with them. Got the Lions. Pontiac Silverdome. Let's get these helmets updated.
Welcome to Pontiac, Michigan. We're glad you're here for today's game between the Lions and the Browns. I'm Dick Stockton. Calling the action with me is former NFL player.
And I'm going to say that this game on the, compared to PS2, like it's better than Game Day for sure.
Now, this is someone I like to watch. He's got all the tools that define great.
There might be some people that disagree with me, and that's okay. But the way this game controls,
this guy is really popular with the home fans.
I could see some people even liking it better than Madden or 2K, like in second place for some people. But I don't think you could say it's the best.
The visiting captain will make the call. Captain, what's your choice?
I have to play Madden again
He called that.
in the PS3 era because I really didn't play many of those. Madden 06 on the Xbox 360 was just a huge turnoff. Let's kick the ball off. I do think, this game in the series is better than Game Day.
Cleveland awaits the kick.
And that's not even saying Game Day's bad, because it's not a bad game. The one that's bad is ESPN NFL Primetime. That's not a good football game.
Starts upfield. That return was worth 25 yards.
Antonio's saying the only one he played on PS3 was 13. Briefly, for like a year, I had a Nintendo Wii U, and I had Madden 13 on there. Some of the features of the pad were cool, but ultimately the online was terrible, like it always is for Nintendo.
Found room to run. He picked up 2nd and 5.
And I just couldn't really get into it. It did have pretty good commentary. It had Jim Nance and Phil Simms, but there was a few different things, like you could draw routes on the fly with the pad. That was cool.
He makes the catch.
Get him down.
Nice work by the quarterback and
Man,
receiver.
cornerbacks just get totally toasted in this game.
Oh, baby, what a play by the offense.
One thing you'll notice about this game, there's absolutely no slowdown. The game runs silky smooth.
First and 10.
Running the Vikings because Favre on there. Oh, Favre and Adrian Peterson. Yeah, that's a good combo. Nothing there. I can't be getting torn up by the Browns. Come on.
Second down, Browns.
It's second down.
I think I found a defense that I like. Although I don't know which formation I was in.
Man in motion. Couch looks for a receiver.
I got in the way. I'm surprised I didn't call pass interference.
Third and 10, Cleveland.
I think the defense has got to like its chances of holding.
I'm going in dime.
Third down. They just
Yeah,
need to
this
make
is
sure
it.
they
The
don't let
dime
receiver get
twist
behind the
man.
sticks.
Especially 3rd and 10. Yeah, there is a tips website. It's I think NHL strategy, NHL94strategy.com.
Dudley
King
catches
Raff
the
is the
ball.
one who runs the site,
Bounds at the
and he won the tournament that's happening tomorrow in Minnesota. It will be streaming on this channel. Troy will be running it. AV for You, which is a company out of Minnesota, is supposed to be doing the technology part of the stream. So we might see a little bit something different tomorrow. I really don't know exactly what they're going to do, but I'm told it's going to be a good production, and it will be on this channel. But yeah, King Raff, he won the biggest tournament, King of 94, and that tournament.
54 yards.
And yeah, he's a guy you want to get tips from. And plus, he owns a lot of the world records as far as goals scored in a game.
We're waiting for the kickoff by Cleveland.
So I think it's NHL94strategy.com. And if it's not exactly that, then
Starts upfield.
Fair is fast. Then it's
He's not
Google
getting
search
up.
it.
He's hurt. The clock has stopped. The kickoff return.
On my channel, I
33
post
yards.
clips of gameplay of Madden 11, like ball physics that Madden 12. That I like seeing comparison videos like that.
It's first
You're like,
down
look,
at
this
the
old
37.
game is better gameplay than this. Like, what are they doing? How are they making this game worse? That's what happens. You have no competition. You know no one else can make an NFL game. Oh, Stewart's slow.
Second down, Lions.
I'm going to look at the depth chart here because that's not going to cut it for me. No, I don't need to look at the center. And I don't have anyone fast. See what we got going at quarterback. Oh, I'm going with Mike McMahon. He's got a little bit more scrambling. 77 speed. We got Desmond Howard. I could always put him at running back. Pretty good receivers, though. Herman Moore, Desmond Howard, Johnny Morton. Yeah, I like the silver and blue uniforms of the Lions. That's one thing they got going for themselves.
Back to pass. The quarterback keeps
No
the
Mike
ball.
Vick, but he could pick up some yards.
Man found room to run. He picked up 4 yards. Rayner made the tackle. Third down, Lions.
Man, I need something. All right, let's see if I could hit this slant. Last OK mans were 25 and 15. No, I'm not trying to change the play. But I did. Oh, Howard's open.
Incomplete. Fourth down, Lions.
I really want to go for this. All right, so the plan is to to try to hit this out. If it's not there and he doesn't run it 5 yards, then I might run it with McMahon. It's Herman Moore, so that's a good go-to guy.
He drops back to pass.
And he hits it.
That's a first down for the Lions.
Slinging it, Mike
The pass
McMahon.
was caught by
Mike McMahon was one of those QBs I did like watching play on the Lions. He just had a little bit of an explosive vibe to him.
The Lions bring out the 3-receiver formation.
Oh, see, I was gonna run, but they just delay these blitzes out of nowhere.
You can blame that sack on the offensive line for not blocking and the receivers for not
Pontiac Silverdome was abandoned. That's like a lot of Detroit I hear. I've been to Michigan plenty of times, but I thought he caught that. I going there for a Tecmo Super Bowl tournament. So I'm going to the city of Detroit for the first time.
Single back formation.
I'm surprised they just didn't knock it down.
McMahon drops.
Got a good throw off. Oh, that was pass interference.
Defender got a hand on that one. It's incomplete. Fourth down, Lions. Just under 2 minutes left.
I think I'm going to have to punt.
The Lions
It would
have their punting
definitely
unit on the field.
would be beneficial in this game to have
Away.
a fast running back because running lanes do open up for you quite easily.
36 yards. The drive begins at the 20.
On the next series, I'll try to run more up the middle, see what opens up. We got Tim Couch at quarterback.
Couch looks for a receiver. The pass was incomplete. He was out of bounds.
Glad that was incomplete. Nobody was there.
Second down, Browns.
It's second down.
The thing is, there's so many good football games that you could just pick your favorite.
They're going to throw.
Oh my goodness. He is fast. No one's going to catch him.
Touchdown, Browns. That scoring
Pretty sure I had
caught by
2
Simmons.
safeties back there.
Went for 79
So
yards.
what they were doing there, I don't know.
deceptively smooth.
That's his first touchdown catch of the day. The Browns line up to kick the extra point.
Super linebacker, like in Madden.
And the kick is good.
I mean, Madden's just building off the same code every year.
Detroit is waiting for the kickoff.
If they're going to be the
Kickoff is
only
in the air.
NFL game,
Howard looks for
I
running
mean, they
room.
could change their business model to something
The kickoff
more
return
respectable than
covers 20
microtransactions.
That was great coverage by the
Maybe
kicker.
pay for the
Offense
roster
has to
update
go
for the
a long
next
way
year
to
or
score.
something like
First
that.
down, Lions.
It's going to be crucial I get some points on the board.
Stewart is looking for room.
I mean, come on, we're playing the
Was stopped at
Browns.
the line.
Oh, yeah.
You guys
The
can't
defense
block 'em?
inflicted some pain on that play.
Warren made the tackle. Second down, Lions. Down he goes. He lost 2 yards.
Quarterbacks won't last long if they take shots like this.
It's not going well. It's not going well for me and the Lions.
The quarterback drops back to
Hit him on the break. Oh, come on. That's my best receiver. Throw was there.
Fourth down, Lions.
Fourth down.
I think this is the last time I'll be forced to punt.
Second punt of the day for Jet. Jet gets the
Jet
kick away.
boots one way back.
Johnson calls for a fair catch and makes the catch.
Adams rooting for the Browns. You don't
First
have to
down,
root too hard.
Cleveland.
They're getting the job done.
First and 10.
Couch is going to pass.
Wide open.
That was a gain of 17
I don't know. I have to look,
A lot of flavor on that
take a
play.
deeper look at the defensive AI. It doesn't seem like
First down, Brown.
they're in the right position a lot to make these plays. I haven't been too happy with the zone coverages. Well, any coverages for that matter.
Single back formation.
Like chasing a ball down myself, it's fun.
Man
Could
in
get a
motion.
pick, make tackles.
He's looking to throw.
Oh, boy, just jumped a little bit too easy. You really think Madden is that bad? I mean, I played it. I didn't think it was that bad.
It's second down.
Man in
But the
motion.
funny thing is, I will say, like a game like this, oh, we're right there on the defense.
Incomplete.
I think it's choppier. Like Madden 20 is choppier than this game.
Time has expired here in the first quarter.
It's not like noticeable, very noticeable choppiness, but it's like just micro choppiness.
Third down, Browns.
Those boys on the defensive line are getting ready to explode out of the blocks.
2 good defensive possessions in a row. Or defensive plays. See if I can make this last stop here.
Man in motion. Jackson makes the catch.
And it looks like I got him to punt.
Number 59 made the tackle. He brought him down at the 41. Fourth down, Browns. The punt is in the
I
air.
gotta take this with Howard. No. Oh, okay. Got a good bounce into the end zone. I'll take it.
There was no return. That was a touchback.
Madden 16 has it all.
The drive begins at the 20.
So why do you think they chose to make the game worse?
Two tight ends line up for the Lions.
Over the middle, Johnny Morton.
The pass was caught by the receiver. It was a gain of 6 yards. Second down, Lions.
Second and
I'm looking for a big play to get this going.
They're going to throw.
Oh, no, that's bad. Oh, wow. Just floated that up there for him.
By the quarterback and the receiver. The play went 21 yards.
I'm playing the Browns
Man, it doesn't get much better than that.
because of online gambling. So they made the game worse because of
First
online
down,
gambling.
Detroit.
I remember there was a third-party site that people would gamble with. I forgot what it was called. I never did it, but I remember a friend telling me about it. Oh, off the tip.
Has it. Outstanding play by the offense. That pass picked up 30.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. The ultimate team, so you could open packs or whatever.
Made the tackle. He brought him down at the 19. First down, Detroit.
Yeah, they really pushed those modes. Soft Drink TV clarified how
Detroit
Ultimate Team
will go
ruined
from the I
Madden.
formation. Stewart is
Well, I tried watching the Madden Ultimate Series or whatever they call it. EA streams it. And I found dumb about it is like the players are on all different teams, and a lot of times the players have the same guys on each team. So it'll be like Vic versus Vic, Ed McCaffrey versus Ed McCaffrey. I'm like, what is going on here? Like, this isn't really that fun to watch. They have the same players. But man, just take it.
That's good for a first down.
Excellent.
Mike McMahon's not Patrick Mahomes. You're right about that. Maybe I am getting a little carried away with the deep throws, but I am playing the Browns. They shook hands for the entire game. Come on. Come on, Corey Schlesinger.
Second and inches.
Just get it in there. Let's do another bull dive. It's okay. Winding the clock down a little bit. Although you could score fast in this. He's in that time.
Touchdown Lions.
Look at that young Corey Schlesinger.
That scoring drive covered 80 yards.
I mean, the thing is, does anyone on the Lions become anything besides once in a lifetime, once in a decade great talent that becomes frustrated, like Barry Sanders and Kelvin Johnson? Mike McMahon was in a different situation. The guy looked like he had talent to me. Deep ball, though, no, not one of his talents that I remember. I remember him playing well on a Thanksgiving Day football game. That doesn't mean the Lions won. They might have, but there was a lot of losses for the Lions.
The kickoff is in the air. White starts upfield.
Pretty good return, but he got caught up in the traffic.
The return man won that round, Dick. The offense is going to start off with really good field position.
A great place to start a drive. It's
All right, I'm
first
going to get in the
down at
dime.
37.
I'm playing man defense with two safeties back in dime. I don't want to get beat deep.
Couch is going to pass.
That's okay. I'll take those all day long.
4 yards. The receiver was Simmons. Second down.
Did anyone think Tim Couch was going to become something? That's another question. And he might have become something if he wasn't on the Browns. There's certain NFL franchises that just don't have a winning culture. That's just the reality of it.
The second quarter is nearly over.
On a given year, there's probably only 10 to 12 teams that are going to have a chance at winning the Super Bowl just because they've built the winning culture.
He gets a nice gain of 6 yards.
Who are the Lions going to pick? Are they going to pick a quarterback, or are they sticking with Stafford for the long haul?
The Browns line up for an apparent field goal attempt.
Oh, wow, they're going deep with this one.
The kick is up.
And it's short.
He missed that one.
Yeah, I didn't think they were doing that one. Thinking Madden at the time, Mike McMahon had good speed as a QB. He was like in the high 60s. This game he gets more respect, 77 speed. In those early Madden games on the PS2, the quarterback speeds are low. Like even Cordell Stewart is like in the mid-70s. That's the one thing that kind of sucks about those early Madden games. It wasn't until 2004 where they started giving the quarterbacks their proper speed. Madden 20 don't have refs or cheerleaders. I think the game has been like that for some years.
Howard looks for running room.
Oh, I was trying to get that block.
26 yards. Minter made the
NBA
stop.
Jam Arcade one up. Play online.
36.
Pass rusher from Ohio State. Good pass rusher will cover up a lot of weaknesses on the defense.
He was hauled down after getting back
This
to the
running
line of
is just
scrimmage.
not working.
That was textbook D. The defense gets an A on that play.
Ellsworth
The blocking's not good.
Second down, Lions.
James Stewart is not fast. I'm going all deep. See which guy looks the most open.
He drops back to pass.
McMahon throwing off his
Knocked away by
back
a
foot. Can't get it there.
down, Lions.
It's third down.
I'm going to try to hit the slant on this one. In the middle of the field. It is Moore, which is good. If Howard's open, though, I might chuck it to him. That looks more open to me. And he's fast.
He's headed to the end zone.
Desmond Howard.
Catch him.
The guys that are fast in this game, I mean, they burn.
And the play went
If you were watching earlier, you saw what happened with that Browns receiver. He just burned everybody. And the Lions take the lead.
And now for the extra
Come
point
back
attempt.
from down 10.
It's in the air. And it's good.
The kick was good.
Speed always kills in football games.
Detroit will put the ball in play.
I'd say speed is like the best sport to have
Northcutt looks for
that
running
rating
room.
up in, because really once you have speed,
He brought the kick
it's just
off
a
back
foot
to
race. You're
1
just
yard.
getting to the goal line. So you get open like that, your running back breaks a tackle,
First down,
or the holes open up
Still a
and
lot
they're
of
just
time
gone.
left in this third quarter.
So I want to make them throw underneath, see if they can make a mistake.
Jackson runs it. He gets a nice gain of 5 yards. Second down, Browns.
Second and 5.
2nd and 5. Doing pretty good running. My middle school coach said slowly speed kills.
Quarterback drops back to pass. Sweet
One of
run
the
by
things that's hard to pick up on this, when you are playing man defense, is you don't have that trigger button to hit to know who you're supposed to be guarding. You just kind of got to figure it out as the play progresses.
Jackson with
That
the
blocking
ball.
is just too good.
Good work by the Browns.
All right, might be time to bring some blitzes in. I don't know. I don't know if my brother Lumberjack Cracks is streaming tonight.
First down, Browns.
First and 10.
He didn't say anything about it. It's always a possibility. All right, this defensive possession is not going good for
He's
me.
looking to throw. The pass is ruled incomplete.
Incomplete,
The
out of
receiver
bounds.
was out of bounds.
Nice effort
That time,
on
I
the catch.
just don't
Man
think
was
there
out of
was
bounds.
anyone
Second
designated to
down,
guard
Browns.
him.
Second down.
Trying to find some zone blitzes, but they look like they're man blitzes. This one's zone. Let's see what they bring in the middle of the field here.
Couch looks for a receiver.
Just a quick throw, 5 yards.
The play
No
covered
damage
4
done.
yards. Third down, Browns.
Don't really want to blitz on this play. Big third down, though. Got to get a stop. See how clutch Couch is. Oh, no, I saw it coming. I thought he was going to stop for a hitch route.
That play covered 9 yards.
He kind of fooled me. He
and
made a
was
little
enough
pivot.
For a first down for the Browns.
It was a good play.
Browns.
Yeah, the commentary's good. I mean, Dick Stockton, I think he's always been a solid play-by-play guy.
Jackson has the ball.
Oh, no.
Touchdown, Browns. That scoring run covered 14 yards. Nice effort.
That just opened up easy for him.
The kick is up. And the kick is good. Cleveland
He's been doing it for years, so he's a familiar voice.
There's the kick. Fair has the ball and starts upfield.
Wow, that guy came shooting in.
That return was worth 16 yards.
The QB club games. I liked the QB club games for the quarterback
Drive begins at the
challenge
31.
mini games.
First and 10.
That's what I liked it for most. The game itself, honestly, didn't spend too much time playing them. So I just ran the same play again.
Unless he trips on the yard
They just
marker,
can't
he's
guard
gone.
him.
Touchdown.
Wild backflip.
Man threw it.
Well, Desmond Howard was a Heisman Trophy winner. I wouldn't doubt that he can
Number
be that
8,
athletic.
one of the most precise route runners in the
Speed kills.
Second touchdown today for Howard.
Speed kills. Like Clarence Parker's middle school coach. All right, we're special teams. Every football game I play is 15-minute quarters.
The attempt is on its way.
You play 15-minute quarters? You have to score close to 100 sometimes.
Cleveland is back deep to receive the kick.
The game I didn't like was QB Club 2000. You had to press a catch button every time, and it wasn't very accurate.
Northcutt has the ball
It's a
and
pain.
starts upfield.
Uh-oh. Okay, so this is this type of game. We're just going back and forth. No one could stop anyone.
end zone.
Touchdown, Browns. The kickoff return
What retro
covered
baseball
95
games
yards.
do I like besides RBI?
What a terrific play.
I like Ken Griffey Jr.'s winning run on Super Nintendo. MLB Slugfest 2003. I did like some of the World Series games on Sega, but they're brutal to go back to now.
It's in the air.
I like the MLB series on PlayStation made by 989 Sports. It doesn't look the best, but the gameplay's solid and
For the kickoff.
games are quick.
The kickoff
There's a
is in
few
the
baseball games that I want to play
air.
out,
For running room.
play this spring.
That return return was worth 27 yards.
So we'll be playing more of those. The Xbox one's Inside Pitch,
First down, Detroit.
which I've never played it at all, so. See if the third time's a charm. See if they could guard Howard.
They're going to throw.
Well, that time they had him covered.
McMahon keeps the ball. Nice gain by the Lions.
Hey, the defense is getting smarter. They're putting more guys back out there. They're not blitzing.
Yeah.
No, some of them really can't hold up because they were trying to be realistic with the technology that they had to do it.
First and 10.
And yeah, so they just end up being poor games. They just don't hold up. The best ones are usually the ones that try to make it arcadey and fun.
They're going to throw. The pass is picked off.
Third time was not the charm.
That interception was by Bush.
Well, right about now, the quarterback is trying to convince the coach that the only guys open were the defensive players.
And Mike McMahon throws a pick.
The tackle. First pick in this game for Bush.
Now that's how you help your team.
The drive begins at the 34.
Let's see if I can make a defensive play.
He's going to throw
All
it.
day to throw.
He makes the catch. That pass was good for a short
Man.
gain. Second down, Browns.
Second and 7.
He's just camping back there. I don't know, Metalface. What are the baseball games you recommend that are retro besides some of the ones that I've said?
Second down at the 37.
Second down.
The problem is there's so many baseball games, and there's a lot of good ones to play. I just I don't get the desire to go back and play the baseball games. They don't always make for the most exciting thing to watch either.
For the offense here is to run the football, but the defense knows that. The offense may be able to bust them with a big pass.
Like I would say the best baseball game to watch somebody play is probably MLB Slugfest, because there's more there than just baseball.
Nice gain by the fullback. That's enough for
I've always played 15-minute recorders. I respect that. I've always played about 5-minute quarters.
First down, Cleveland.
Whatever the game sets by default, that makes about an hour game each. And some of these games it's just too easy to score. Hey David, how's it going? Oh yeah, Bad News Baseball is a good one. It's made by Tecmo. It doesn't have the player names.
There's a marker on the field. First down, Cleveland.
All right, we'll take that penalty.
First and 20.
But Bad News Baseball, I would say it plays a lot like RBI, but it has those Tecmo cutscenes. It's definitely a fun game.
Seller catches the ball. Not much there on that.
Keep
pass
hitting
play.
X to tackle, and it's not. It's B.
Just under 4 minutes left in this game.
But I'm used
Second
to
down, Browns.
playing 2K5 on this game or this system. Yeah, the rabbit umpires.
Jackson runs it. He was able to get a small
All right.
gain. Third down, Browns.
They're down. Splits a corner. Play some zone.
The Browns bring out the three receiver
I need
formation.
this stop.
He's looking to throw. Dudley makes the catch.
And make the stop. Look like they're going to have to
Was brought
punt.
down by Bennett. Fourth down, Browns. Still a lot of
MLB
time left.
2006.
Second punt of the day.
On what system?
The kick is
PS2,
away.
I'm guessing.
That punt went 40 yards. Good coverage.
Oh,
There was
the
no
perfect
return.
coffin
Inside
corner.
their own 10, it's first down for
These
the
guys.
I formation.
Baseball stars on Neo Geo. Yeah, those.
Schlesinger is looking for room. He lost yards.
Now that was just an awful.
Well, I don't know how I lost 2 yards.
Tackled just short of the end zone.
And it wasn't a
Second
safety,
down.
but okay. I'll take it, I guess. Of course, the computer is just so good at punts.
McMahon looks for a receiver.
Oh, huge, getting me out of trouble.
Morton. That pass play covered 21 yards.
Get out of here, man. That was a great play by the offense.
First
Needed
down,
that,
Lions.
for sure.
There are 2 minutes left to play in regulation after the 2-minute warning. First down, Detroit.
Oh, you're playing on PS2? All right, let me take a look at the defense. There is someone on Morton. I'm going to try to clear that out. Run to that side with McMahon, and they brought a blitz.
McMahon gets sacked. He went down.
You know,
at
they're
the
disrespecting.
17.
Obviously, the line didn't do its job, and that led to the sack. And look, the man can't throw it and block for himself.
Second down, Lions.
A blitz just sneaks up on you. Howard's open. Oh,
Pass was deflected. Third down, Lions.
definitely in 4-down territory now. Surprisingly, I didn't really play the MLB games on PlayStation. Oh, crap.
The ball is
You had a
batted
good chance at it, too.
Fourth down, Lions. No playing it safe here. They
Oh,
will
we
go
can't
for
play
it
it
on
safe.
Fourth down. McMahon looks for a receiver. The
Hey,
defense
I've
held
been known to catch it off the tip.
over. The drive begins
Probably fell in
at
love with that
18.
play a little bit too much, but after seeing him burn him twice, defense adjusted, so really I just need to hold him to a field goal. It actually works out better probably because they have less field to work with.
Jackson runs it. He made a nice run. He picked up 7 yards. Timeout called by the home team. Detroit still
All right, now I'm
has
just
2
bringing heat.
timeouts. Second down, Browns.
They're probably going to be running the Power Pro series, so
Man in
it's
motion.
I played that one a little bit on the Wii. It has the RPG elements to it. Oh, come on.
They are going to measure for the first down. Timeout called by the home team. 1 timeout left for
Oh
the
yeah, I
Lions.
get a lot of people
First
talking
down,
about the
Browns.
MVP baseball games.
Man in motion. Jackson has the ball.
This game is over. No,
Touchdown,
I could
Cleveland.
still get a
Play covered
onside.
7 yards.
I feel like what's happened to me in these games is they just catch me off guard with a blitz. I take a big sack and then I can't recover from the loss in
Waiting
yardage.
for the kickoff by the Browns.
I would be more willing to run the ball if I had an offensive line or a
Howard
running
has the
back
ball
that
and
had any
starts
speed.
upfield. The kickoff return covered 29 yards. Tackled by Saleh. Just over 1 minute left in this game. Excellent
Now it's time to
position
start
start
going
this drive.
deep
First down
again.
for the Lions. It's a pass.
Oh wow, he's shows some arm strength on that one.
He's got it.
What was that earlier?
Got a game on our hands. The touchdown put the Lions within hailing distance
Three
of the lead.
huge,
Touchdown catches today
64.7
for Howard.
average. He launched that ball down there. I wasn't gonna throw to him, but Moore or Morton was double covered. The Wii version isn't as good at Power Pro. So what do you play it on? Oh, crap. Oh, I hit the button on accident.
Kickers always find out who their real friends are after they miss a kick.
Well, let's see what happens with this. Probably angle's not good enough.
The kickoff is in the air.
Fumble maybe? No.
Cleveland comes up with the ball. First down.
PlayStation 2, okay. Yeah, I never played the Power Pro series on PlayStation 2.
Cleveland lines up in I formation.
I think if I honestly played with two of the worst, well, the Browns are bad too, but two of the worst defenses in the game are Lions and Falcons, so I really can't stop a lick.
Timeout called by the home team. That was their final timeout. Mere seconds remain in this game. Second and inches.
I mean, it seems like a good strategy on offense is just throw deep to one of your fastest players, which I got 3 touchdowns out of that, but couldn't do it consistently.
They're going to take their time before snapping the ball.
Couldn't stop them. And now they're just taking knees. It's the worst when computers taking a knee on you. Just one of those things, one of those plays. Taking a knee.
Jackson makes it back to the line of scrimmage, and that's
Well, it was a good game. A little bit closer in that one.
Fair made the tackle. He brought him down at the 30. Ron and I have picked a player of the game, and we're giving our Wilson game.
Really? Not Desmond Howard? I feel like if I put in some work in this game, especially on the defensive end, there was no one close to him. That was the first one. Taco Bell highlight reel. This is pretty cool that they have these saved in there as replays. Thank you, Cool T Joe.
That's the end of our broadcast.
A lot of big plays. Yeah, I would like to get in some more retro sports league games versus people. In the past on this channel, a lot of the streams were me versus someone else. It's been a little bit harder to get people over here to do that. We've been doing a lot of the retro sports league games at Demon Tap just on Mondays. So I appreciate everyone for checking this out tonight. I think NFL Fever 2002 is a good game, and if you get it for a few bucks, you might as well explore it a little bit. Yeah, I think it's a good one. I don't know if you're into, like, they have Dynasty, put together your own team, lead it for many seasons, so even the early version had a Dynasty mode, which is cool. Tomorrow on the channel, there's going to be, like I said, NHL 94 tournament in Minnesota. And Troy's going to be running the broadcast, AV for you, as far as the graphics and everything. So it's probably going to be pretty cool, whatever it is they do there. But it'll be high-level NHL 94 play. King Raph's going to be there, Angry J 93. And from the channel, Mort DPS and Phil, the owner of D-Men Tap. They're all playing in the tournament. So if you can, check it out at some point tomorrow. It's probably going to be streaming all day on the channel. All day on the channel. It's going to start, early, probably like, noon or so, and then go to closer to the evening. But Troy runs good tournaments over there in Minnesota. He gets all his tournaments done pretty quick. They're efficient tournaments, so probably go to 7, 8 o'clock. That's Central Standard Time. Yeah, they got a Dynasty mode in this game. Well, thanks for picking the teams for me, Lions, Browns. I thought it was a fun game. I liked using Mike McMahon, but would need to sharpen up the defense. I would like to play someone in one of these NFL Fever games because I definitely think they're worthy of that, to play someone. There's certain games where you're like, you pick to play a game versus someone, you're like, oh man, why did I pick this game? We're stuck with it for an hour, but no, this one's good. So thank you. Take care. Check out the tournament tomorrow, and we'll see you guys soon.